I am standing on the corner of Union and Wagner Street, where just 30 minutes ago, neighbors said they heard one shot fired at a house. Over here, they say a few teenagers were outside, and one teenager just walked up and began firing shots before he ran down the alley. Students and staff have been working trying to figure out if the University of Illinois is ready for a new mascot, and the Student Senate says they are. And what is the symbolism of you as a black woman on top of that pole with the Confederate flag in South Carolina?
Yeah, absolutely. Well, I mean, my ancestors were enslaved in South Carolina, as many black Americans were.
The Bowl for Kids' Sake fundraiser is the nation's largest fundraiser. So Central Illinois Big Brothers Big Sisters have their shoes laced up and are hitting the pins. With the St. Louis Blues and the Chicago Blackhawks as sponsors, they're coming together to raise over $15,000 for the American Cancer Society. That check will be presented right here on the ice in 2 minutes. I am outside the Donald Trump rally venue. It just concluded a few minutes ago inside the Flight Synergy Center here in Bloomington. Illinois primary is on Tuesday, and a lot of people are here to see if Bernie Sanders is their best fit for their vote. Enrollment in the state for higher education has been decreasing, but a new report released this week from the Illinois Board of Higher Education shows those opting out of college seem to be minorities.
As Sports Watch's Brittanie Brooks reports, with 10 games left in the season, one dynamic duo that paces the team is on a roll to break some records.
She came in here and said, "Coach, I think you have 2 number ones on your pitching staff, and I'm going to show you." And ever since that day, she has showed us.
Many collegiate softball teams have that one standout player, but Eastern Illinois softball head coach Kim Schutte has 2, and they're in the same position.
That's a cool thing as a pitching coach, because if one's not working, we bring in the other one, and it's like a drastic change, and the hitters kind of don't know what to do.
It's this strategy that works for the Panthers. Even though the team doesn't look at their stats, pitcher Stephanie Madej and Hannah Menenga dominate the mound.
For each batter, throwing a first or second pitch strike and getting ahead in the count so that I could throw more chase pitches to get the strikeout.
The 5-time Ohio Valley Conference Pitcher of the Week transferred to EIU at the beginning of the 2012 season. A right-handed pitcher, Menenga only needs 13 more strikeouts to break the single-season Panther record that dates back to the late 80s. Pitcher Stephanie Madej says the team made sure Menenga adjusted well to her second family.
I mean, we kind of knew that it'd be hard coming in halfway through the season or halfway through the year, so we made a conscious effort to make sure that she felt welcome here.
Menenga and Madej are not only teammates, but best friends. The two have a mutual competitive relationship that helps them on and off the diamond.
Stephanie are pretty close on and off the field. So during the games, we're together the whole time talking at practice and during the games about the game and what we can do to be better.
And it works. The Panthers pitching staff owns the top league ERA for both the season and in OVC-only contests.
Both those pitchers, they're so different that they complement each other really well.
In Charleston, I'm Brittanie Brooks for WEIU Sports Watch.
We've had 7 just in 2 days. Spring and fall, we see a lot more incoming.
Every day, the Coles County Animal Rescue and Education Shelter sees dogs like these abandoned here. Shelter volunteer Chelsea Zenner says, with the increase in animals, less time is devoted for individual care.
The other employees here, they're more just here to be involved with the animal control and, finalizing adoptions. But so most of the dogs here just sit in their pens all day. They don't really ever get out.
Director of the animal shelter, Julie Dieters, agrees.
Right, that's the way the dogs get exercise.
And with more pets expected to be surrendered, more volunteers are needed to keep up.
Volunteers are very vital for us to run and to get the animals homes that they need.
All the cats and dogs here need a home, like this little guy who came in with his brother and sister over the weekend. Unlike the small Cocker Spaniel who just arrived, shelter volunteers say the bigger dogs come in with temperament issues, and adoption becomes impossible.
We do have to euthanize.
Dieters say when animals given up are ready for adoption, all of their shots will be up to date.
On surrenders, if they're again, we vaccinate them. If they don't come in with vaccines, majority of them don't. But if they don't come in with vaccines, we take care of that. We deworm them, evaluated.
Reporting in Charleston, I'm Brittanie Brooks for WEIU Newswatch.
No, nobody would get fired. The prices will go up, and then we'd look at probably not replacing people as they left.
Recently, Governor Pat Quinn proposed a bill increasing the minimum wage to $10.10 an hour. But what does that mean for Charleston? Well, local business owners are dealing with the pressure of keeping their staff or firing them in order to meet the budget of the new increase. Jackson Avenue coffee owner Daniel Rebo already works 60 to 70 hours a week. And if this new measure goes into effect, one of his 7 employees will feel the effect.
So it's going to take one person out of a job or everyone cut down on hours. And it's going to increase the amount of time I'm here.
With Illinois holding the highest minimum wage, General Manager of the Jack, Victoria Larson,
It should be on the left side.
does not support the proposed hike.
It would be a problem for the business as a whole. We might even have to shut down, being that salaries is 70% of costs for a business.
City officials say, although the city has not made an official stance, they see no real benefits on either side.
If they have to pay more on an hourly basis, something is going to have to happen. Either they're going to have fewer employees.
Or the other side of that is they keep all their employees, but they pass those additional costs on to us as consumers.
In Charleston, I'm Brittanie Brooks